Hi, everyone. So for those of us who are joining us, thank you. I think, is it possible for you guys to comment in the group, in the chat, maybe your company names for accountability purposes and to know how many have attended the training? So I'm going to take you through the DHSA VSS certification training. And so in case you'll be feeling that you have a question, maybe something that's not clear, you can feel free to ask. Hello, Minilik. So I hope you can all hear me. So if you have audio problem, you just go to join with audio, so that you can, yeah. Okay. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Shelton Kipkoech, and from technical department in Dawa Technology East Africa branch. So from the Dawa Technology East Africa branch, we are handling the East African market inclusive of Ethiopia, and we provide trainings. The main office that's handling the East African market is located in Kenya at Mitsumi, in Nairobi, some place called Mitsumi Business Park in Westlands. So by the end of our training, I'm expecting to cover. I'm going to cover the HSA certification training, and based on the e-learning website, I told you guys yesterday when we met that you register for this site so that I can approve you. And I'm not sure how many of you have registered, because I haven't checked, and I wanted to approve you so that you'd be able to access the materials and take advantage of our e-learning platform. So with the e-learning platform, it's an online self-paced kind of learning. And so far, I think no one from your side has registered. So no one no one on your side has registered on the learning platform, and I expected you guys to register. So it's good for you to register so that for exam purposes and to access these materials here, you need to have registered in the e-learning platform. So ensure you have registered in this e-learning platform, and I can see that none of those who attended the meeting yesterday has registered in that platform. Anyway, just check it. So the way to register, just go to Dahua Security, dahua-security.com, and then go to support. You go to training. So if you're going to the training tab, you go to online course, and you'll be taken through the process to register. And registration is free, and the courses that are available in the website. Let me just show you which. Let me just show you the courses that are free. You can do these courses for free without any charges. So it's good. Ensure you register, guys, so that I can approve you and be able to. So I can approve you for the materials. It's easy for you to get the materials. Okay, so I'm going to cover. I'm not going to cover the service specification. This one you just study for yourself. I'm just going to cover the DHSA basic and DHSA VSS. So, and DHSA basic, we're going to cover introduction to CCTV system. We're going to cover a bit knowledge of. We're going to cover knowledge in basic knowledge of camera, basic knowledge of recorder, basic knowledge of interface, that is for cables. So these ones will be scheduled. So we are not going to cover everything today. So let me just go take you through the brief introduction of CCTV system. Then I'll also take you through basic knowledge of camera. And if time allows us, I'm going to take you through knowledge of recorder. So also remember, for those of us who are joining us at this point, the training that I'm doing for you guys is available online for free. So you can still access these materials for free, the one that I'll be using for the presentation. And the files that I'm having, so the files that I'm having, unfortunately, I can't share with you guys. Like the files that I have in my computer, I can't share with you because some of you will request for me to share the files, and it will be a bit of an issue to share it. Okay, I don't know. We'll use the web version because my computer is having issues. So I'm going to cover a brief introduction of CCTV system. So for a typical security systems, we have different defense mode that are applicable. That is in terms of if you want to deploy security in a particular place, you can apply human defense, you can do physical defense, technical defense. So what we are going to focus more on is this part of the defense, the technical defense, what is inclusive of CCTV and such kind. So we have three elements of security because the theory knowledge here is important for the necessary of certification, because some of the questions that, some of the information that is being told here is necessary for you in the exam purposes. So you might get the exams, the question from these materials that you're learning online. So three elements of security, including delay, detection, and response. And the delay, the response time should be less than the detection time, and the delay time should be less. Like in terms of getting response to a particular threat of a security, you need to ensure that the delay detection time and the delay time is much less. So just the basic information here from this point. So components of CCTV system. So from now the surveillance point of view, the components of CCTV system include okay, we generalize them based on in terms of front end devices, maybe the middleware and the back end side. So we have the camera side, we have the transmission. So the camera is the front end where that will be interacting with the environment directly. We have the transmission. So transmission is more of how can we get the information from the camera to the back side. And the transmission side will get to see the different methods of transmission that are being applied. We also have storages. So we get to talk about the various storage products, various storage ways that we can achieve a storage in a particular surveillance system. And we also have the monitors. So monitors basically means the displays. So displays and video walls are all categorized into the monitor category. So in terms of maybe the front end, the basic knowledge of CCTV system. In the front end, we have different kinds of cameras. So traditionally, we have the traditional analog system, whereby you would connect the camera side with a coaxial cable, the normal cable that's being connected to the TV. And So that's the traditional means of doing surveillance. So where we had the analog cameras, and then we have the coaxial cable now going to the recorder side. So the recorder will be used to store the information from the camera. And you can see from this diagram or this topology, every camera needs to connect to the recorder directly. So there needs to be a physical connection between the camera and the recorder. So maybe something else to point note is about maybe some bit of products. So we have the pickup and the sensors. So sensors basically are inclusive of alarm products. So we have, like, we can connect our PIR sensors or motion detection sensors to the camera, then now to the camera going to the recorder. We have pickups which are used to enhance the sound from the environment. So you want to get clear audio from your environment, or maybe you want to do cancellation of noise. The pickup is very important while doing that. So traditionally, the coaxial or analog system supported transmission of it was quite low. However, we have the HDCV technology, which is a proprietary technology to Dahua, which can do support of transmission of even up to 4K images at 700 meters or 720 images. That is 1 megapixels images for 1.2 kilometers. Now, the modern means of surveillance is the IP system. So the IP system uses the unshielded twisted pair or shielded twisted pair cable, that is the Cat6 cable for general term, or the Ethernet cables to do transmission. So in comparing the analog means where you would have to connect every cable to the recorder, in the IP system, just use a network, then have only one cable connecting to the recorder side. So that is the IP system. And support of IP system is about 100 meters. So that's basically for the normal PoE standard technology, that is the 100 meters. However, we have a technology with Dahua technology called the ePoE technology, which can achieve transmission even up to 800 meters using the Ethernet cable, that is the LAN cables. So the same in terms of connecting the sensors, you can still achieve it by connecting sensors directly to the camera, then to the recorder via network. So in case there's something that's not clear, feel free to ask. So I have allowed you guys to unmute yourself. You can just join the conversation and ask anytime. So you can see Zion ICT Solution has raised their hand. Maybe you can ask the question that you feel that's having an issue, or maybe something that's not clear. So system components. So for the system components, we have different. Okay, there's a question in the chat. What type of device is ePoE is ePoE? So ePoE is a technology that enhances the transmission of power. So power using the Ethernet. So PoE normally 802.3 T and F. So that is the PoE standard, power over Ethernet, where you are pairing the camera without using an adapter or you're just using the Cat6 for adapter and signal. Cat6, so sorry, for Cat6 for power and signal. And the ePoE technology is like a technology with Dahua. So for you to achieve ePoE, that is transmission of distance of more than up to 800 meters, you need to have an ePoE switch and an ePoE support camera. So let me just end this meeting briefly, then just rejoin again. I'm just going to end it, then you rejoin again with the same link. I'm just going to click end, then you rejoin, because there's a bit of an network problem, so you rejoin again.